1878, Colorado. The Whispering Peaks. Hunters never returned. They said you could hear them long before you saw them. The whispering winds that rolled down from the granite teeth of the Rockies, carrying voices that didn't belong to any living soul. In the fall of 1878, 3 seasoned hunters, Elias Ward, his brother Thomas, and their partner James Cray, rode into the San Juan wilderness chasing elk pelts and fortune. They never came back. Locals warned them about the Whispering Peaks, a cluster of cliffs where miners claimed the air itself spoke in mournful tones after sunset. The men laughed it off, leaving behind their horseshoe prints in the frost and a promise to return within a week. When they failed to do so, a search party went looking, finding their camp abandoned but strangely intact. Rifles stacked neatly by the fire pit, half-eaten stew still warm, and Elias's journal open on a page that read only, "It's not the wind." Days of searching led nowhere until a trapper named Lucian Dale stumbled upon something that made even the sheriff go pale. Near a frozen stream, deep among the pines, stood 3 wooden crosses carved hastily into the trunks. No graves below them, no bodies, just those names etched crude and shaking. Stranger still, the footprints leading away from the site all stopped abruptly as if the men had walked straight into the air. Some claimed the peaks echoed that night with low murmurs, almost human, repeating names over and over in a language no one could place. By spring, locals began hearing those same whispers drifting through town whenever the mountain winds rose. Soft voices calling out, "Elias, Thomas," long after hope was buried. One prospector swore he found a cabin door near the ridge clawed from the inside. Another spoke of lantern lights moving in patterns like someone signaling from the darkness. But every man who tried to trace them up the slopes returned disoriented, bleeding from the nose with no memory of what he'd seen. The territory sheriff eventually sealed the area, calling it cursed, though some say it wasn't to protect the townsfolk, but to hide what was found buried under the snow that spring. A line of fresh animal carcasses, arranged in near-perfect circles. Their eyes missing, their tongues torn out. Even now, hikers report hearing faint whispers when the wind cuts through those valleys, sometimes calling names, sometimes laughing softly before fading into silence. And those who listen too long say the voices start to answer back.